Welcome. I am Reverend Montclair, and this is Monday Church with Reverend Montclair. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new, welcome for the first time. If you haven't subscribed, think about it and press the subscribe button. Today, for Monday, February 5th, 2024, my message is this. 9 years ago, only 2 weeks after my mother died, I flew to Florida on what would have been my mother's 87th birthday to attend a seminar on human potential with the goal of becoming a certified trainer of the material. I did this not because Mike Dooley's book Infinite Possibilities changed my life, but because it largely echoed my experience of it. It being, life is magical. The universe does provide, and that it is us, you and me and the universe, the divine, that co-creates our experience for better or worse. This does not mean I believe we ask for bad things to happen to us. No. We ask for things like to be strong, to be wise, to be brave, to be rich, to be healthy, to be loved, to belong. How these wishes are achieved is a combination of conscious effort and intention, married to the divine plan of this wild and wondrous universe. Once we understand our role in co-creation, we become aware of what we are asking for and how we are often inadvertently asking for the things we don't want. I assure you, we are not victims to the universe as a random experience generator. The universe is, however, constantly generating experiences for us based upon our conscious and unconscious thoughts, our deepest desires and fears. For example, worry. Worry is like negative prayer. We put our energy, our feelings, our visualization ability, which are our co-creative tools, into fretting over something we fear, some bad thing we believe is likely to come to pass. The problem with negative versus positive thoughts, energy, and visualization is that the universe does not differentiate between a don't want and a want. There is no negative in the universe, all just is. So when you call out to the universe, don't give me that thing that I am trying to avoid, all the universe echoes and hears is, give me that thing that I am trying to avoid. All the universe can do is give you that thing. Similarly, if we call out to the universe, I am so grateful for all the love in my life, we get to experience that and more love. This is called by some the law of attraction. And you may rightly be saying to yourself now, that can't be true because I have worried about things that didn't come to pass. To which I answer, of the millions of thoughts we have in our minds each day, how many were worry? How many were trust? How many were love? And how many were asking for precisely what we do want? What energetic consistency did we put into each? Did we give thanks? And what action did we take? Answering this sounds hard, but truly it is easy. Just look at the results. The results always will tell you what thoughts, what visualizations, what focused action, what hidden beliefs we carry, and what energetic magnet you create. Still, you may say to yourself, no way. I ask the universe every day, all day, for XYZ for a whole year. I put all my energy and focus into it, and I still didn't get it. So I ask you these questions. Did you believe it was possible? Did you believe you could have it? Did you believe you deserved it? Did you believe it was in your best interest to have it? And what did you do to get XYZ or limit XYZ's arrival in your life? For it is not up to us how X, Y, and Z arrives, nor from whom. That's up to the universe, the divine plan. Thoughts become things is Mike Dooley's catchphrase describing the principles of manifestation. And it is that simple, but not always easy, because it takes action paired with conscious effort put forth to focus on what we do want to create in our lives. We must get to know ourselves and the messages we send out to the universe, even through our fears. And we must let go of the how something comes, and even the who we think will be part of the desired experience. Manifestation is about conscious communication with, as Mike calls it, the field of all possibility. I just call it love. The universe has the big picture. It is the mainframe computer with all the information in the world, updated a fraction of a second by fraction of a second. The God's eye that sees all and knows all. The AI of the divine. The number one thing I am here to tell you today is you are not a victim. In fact, you are amazingly creative and powerful, even if you have had no evidence of this yet in your life. You are the creative director of your life, unless you let someone else be. You and the universe are partners in co-creation, unless you refuse to do your part. Then yes, life is random and out of control completely. And if this is your experience, I understand why you may be scared or even a little terrified. For our beliefs inform our experience, and our collective beliefs create our shared experience. Many in this life have experienced being victimized, treated cruelly and unjustly. So no, I am not suggesting anyone intentionally created these situations or circumstances of abuse or illness for themselves. Much of this kind of experience is the result of the hand we are dealt, which includes the country we are born in, the skin we are born into, the socioeconomic status of our family or lack of family we were born into, including the stories we were taught about the real world and about our powerlessness, our helplessness. And yes, those that victimize others intend exactly that, for the targets of their abuse to be powerless, to be helpless in the presence of their domination and control, which makes these broken souls feel safe. Reclaim your power. Living our lives with a mindset of victimhood is so common in our society that to believe otherwise is threatening. And in this mindset, this mindset is often passed from generation to generation like a disease. If our family of origin didn't pass it along, our culture did. The statement, "You are not a victim," is not victim shaming, but to help you understand that you are more powerful than you were taught to realize, and that no matter what you have been through, no matter how horrendous your experience may have been, or still is, you are so much more than that. There is more beauty and strength in your little pinky finger, if you have one, let alone your whole being and soul. That to define yourself as a victim is to reduce your magnificence and potential to a mere fraction of who you really are, just like we do with God. We blame God as having vengeful, angry, and jealous traits, when it is us with those traits, not God. We reduce God to human form when God is so much more vast and, yes, incomprehensible. Define yourself as so much more than victim and watch your power grow. Never let anyone else define you. One more nuance in manifestation to be aware of should you decide to try your hand and heart at the mental, emotional discipline required. When I mentioned a don't want versus a want, I have to clarify the use of the word want, because staying in a state of want is as unmagnetic to receiving what we desire as focusing on our don't wants. The state of want is inherently a negative one. It is the state of being without something or someone. It may be a state of need. It may be a state of greed. No matter. We have to let go of the stated desire once we put it out there to the amorphous universe or field of all possibilities. Then just focus on the thank you. The way I understand manifestation working and experience it is that the key is to give thanks as if your desired is already in your life. It is intention paired with future pacing of your goal and feeling it. Then let go. In other words, faith. Faith that your request will be honored, that or something better will come. Why do this? Because we often have such small imaginations. We must leave room for greater than we could ever imagine. So focus on creating the feeling we desire to embody in our life experiences. And the all-knowing universe will create the circumstances to match it. All life is frequency. Einstein showed us this. We vibrate slowly or quickly, darkly or brightly. Giving thanks for what we already have, or imagine we already have, raises our frequency, our brightness, which raises our magnetic vibration to draw in like frequencies. So it is not just about the words we speak or the thoughts we hold in our minds, but about the feeling. Because the feeling is the frequency. That is how we vibrate energy, with our feelings. And feelings are not only communicable, but are often contagious. This is why we do not pray for what we don't want, we pray for what we do want. Then kiss it up to God, as some folks like to say, meaning let go. Or, as I like to say, love. Kiss it up to love. Let love figure out the rest. Because when we cling, what we are is in a vibration of fear. And if we are in fear, we cannot be in a state of faith or love or trust or gratitude. And it is in those states where the magic resides. And if you still don't get what you desire, recognize there is something called divine timing. And it is something to be respected. We are all so impatient. We want it all now. I get it, because I am it. I don't just want it now. I want it yesterday, last week, last year, a decade ago. And this is where faith enters once again. I have spoken before on the different life we have if, as Einstein asserted, we believe the universe is a friendly place or not. If we can muster the faith to believe the universe, the divine plan, our idea of God, has our best interests in mind, to use a colloquial American term, has our back, how much we are able to trust that in the affirmative will be the determining factor of whether or not we give up or persist. Because difficult times do come. And no, we didn't ask for them. But the difficult times might just make us strong, wise, brave, rich, healthy, loved. And we may just find in the process that we belong to this perfectly imperfect family human. You belong right here, right now. You are, we are the chosen ones. Why do I know this? Because we're here. Every one of us is sacred and divine in our co-creative capacity to constantly alter the trajectory of our experience of our lives, the life of the planet we share and call home. It is work to become a conscious co-creator. It takes endurance, faith, discipline. But what is the alternative? Continuing to pretend we are victims? Is that fun? It's a habit, yes, but is it pleasurable? It's convenient, but is it inspiring? It's a commonly held belief, but is it true? What is true is that pretending to be a victim prevents growth. It prevents us from taking the scary responsibility for our own lives. So are we going to let our fears run our lives or love? We get to choose, and not choosing is still a choice, and that choice is fear. So choose love. For God's sake, God has. You think the creator of everything would choose for himself to be angry, vengeful, and jealous? That's fear talking. That's us talking. And that's how small-minded we are. God is love. Love is God. Choose love. Thank you. And may you walk in beauty, with beauty before you, with beauty behind you, with beauty above you, with beauty below, with beauty all around you. May you walk. Till next time, this is Reverend Montclair. Thanks for coming.